Hello, my name is Brian Castillo, and my video project will be on the chondroplasia condition. Basically, this condition leads to dwarfism. This condition is a mutation in the gene that leads to the bone structure being limited. Now, let me get more into it. Achondroplasia, what is it? It's the number one common lead in dwarfism. It's a genetic disorder of bone growth, and it limits the range and motion in elbows, large head, and small fingers. And this condition is an autosomal dominant genetic condition that results in dwarfism. It's the result of heterozygous mutations in the gene FGFR3, which is a gene that affects bone growth. This condition stunts bone growth and cartilage. How does it develop? Well, a heterozygous mutation in a gene called FGFR3 on chromosome 4, and the FGFR3 protein binds fibroblast growth factors. The FGFS slows down the growth of certain bones. Basically, the mutation causing the chondroplasia is usually the 380th amino acid, which is glycine, and it gets swapped. Basically, it's glycine right here, and it gets swapped for arginine. This swap leads to the FGFR receptor to be constantly active, and it signals it inhibits the bone growth. Basically, it limits the hormone, and it limits the growth of the bones. And now the background for ACH. It's the most common occurring abnormality of bone growth. It occurs in every 1 in 20 to 30,000 births. It usually does not cause any impairment in mental abilities, and it does affect males and females equally. In addition, in about 10% of cases, mild mental retardation may be present. In some instances, hypochondroplasia appears to occur randomly for unknown reasons, sporadically, with no apparent family history. In other cases, the disorder in familial and autosomal dominant inheritance. In other words, in some cases, this condition does not need to be inherited. It can happen on its own during a mutation. Like the parents, it is possible for neither parents to have this gene or possess this gene, and it can still occur. Now, what are the causes? Well, the causes are spontaneous mutations in the FGFR3 gene. And since it's an autosomal dominant inheritance pattern, only one parent needs to pass down the defective gene, and there's a 25% chance that it will be inherited by the child. Even an individual with achondroplasia has a 50% chance with each pregnancy to pass on the mutated gene. Treatments. As of right now, there is no real current treatment for achondroplasia, since the majority of cases result in unexpected mutations. Treatments and growth hormones do not substantially affect the height of an individual with achondroplasia, but this condition can lead to other health issues. And there are specialists, there are endocrinologists, there are ENT specialists, orthopedists, medical geneticists, cardiologists, and there are many specialists that help treat any conditions that may occur from this disorder. Treatments such as correcting the directions of which bones are growing, stabilizing and correcting the shape of the spine, and increasing the size of opening in bones on the spine vertebrae to alleviate pressure on the spinal cord. With this condition, do undergo a risky surgery called extended limb lengthening. Phylogenetic tree. Basically, it shows how the gene has evolved and how it relates between humans and different species. For example, there are dogs, mice, bulls, and other species that possess this gene and can possess this mutation as well. Now the summary. Achondroplasia is a not so uncommon genetic disorder that stunts bone growth and leads to dwarfism. It is known to occur in not just humans but also animals. There's currently no cure or real treatment. The gene mutation itself is only needed by one parent to be passed down inherited. This disorder is caused by a mutation of the FGFR3 gene. So, now that was my presentation on achondroplasia. I hope you enjoyed the video, and thank you.